Hey, what's up guys? This is Baller24 bringing you another Black Ops gameplay, and this time I'm playing some Domination on Summit. And before I get into my topic, I want to get a couple things out of the way just real quick, probably take a minute or two. But I apologize for not having a video up earlier in the week. I've just been extremely busy this week, and so this is really the earliest that I could get a video up. I've been trying all week, and thank you guys for sticking around. But also, I want to thank everybody that showed up to the open lobby this last weekend on Saturday and Sunday, whether you showed up to the Xbox one or the PS3 one. I just want to say, thank you guys. It was a ton of fun. It's only the second open lobby I've ever hosted, but I definitely plan on doing them more frequently now just because it was so much fun, and I did have so many people that were interested in it. I mean, from the moment I started up, I was getting loaded with messages and people just wanted to join. So it was a ton of fun. I'm really glad you guys had a good time because I had a good time as well. So again, thank you guys for all coming. And also, I know most commentators do like thank you videos for reaching a certain amount of subscribers. Well, I would normally do that, but I kind of just blew through 2 milestones. Because of my Sniper of the Week video, I just blew through the 400 sub mark and the 500 sub mark. And now I'm at 600. So, I want to give you guys a thank you for all 3, and if you really want me to get technical, thank you for 400, thank you for 500, and thank you for 600. And hopefully many more to come as well. And also, one last thing that I want to do, I want to give a shout out to one of my good friends, and I definitely consider him a good friend at this point right now, because even though we met doing commentaries and we have been doing things like that, we've been talking for a long time, just being good friends, playing with each other. And my friend Instant Karma, he is another commentator, and recently he's just been kind of stressing. He's been going through some tough times. He's been going through some issues as far as deciding on how he wants to run his channel. He holds himself to extremely high standards, and he was always trying to put out stuff for his subscribers, and he still always does. And he just got burnt out to a point, and obviously he is not quitting, he's not going anywhere, but I just wanted to give him a shout out. And I want you guys, if you have the time, if you really enjoy it and you really want to take a look, I'm gonna put his channel link in the description and for you guys to go check it out. I'm not saying you have to subscribe, and he'll be the first person to tell you, don't go and subscribe just because of a shout out. I really want you to go watch a couple of his videos. Watch at least, maybe 2 or 3 if you can. Form an opinion of what you think about him. And if you like his videos, then do what you want to do. If you want to like a video, you want to comment on one of his, you want to subscribe to him. Whatever you want to do, that is completely up to you. I'm not going to ask you for anything other than to just go check out his videos and form an opinion of what you think about his content. Personally, I think he is a better commentator than I am. I am jealous of his sentence fluency and his ability to just create arguments, his ability to create topics and discussions. And I'll be honest, I am jealous of the stuff that he comes up with sometimes. So he is definitely a really, really good commentator. And I'm sorry if that took up a lot of time, but I just wanted to get a couple of those things out of the way just to make sure that they had been said, because in the end, I'm doing this for fun to help people out. And also, I'll get onto my topic now. Sorry, I just wanted to get some of those things out. But for my topic this video, I want to discuss the issue of spawn trapping. And obviously, you've seen for the first 4 minutes of this video that the team I was playing with, we were trying to run a pretty legitimate spawn trap. I guess you can call it legitimate, but we were trying to run a good spawn trap and just get this team locked into the A spawn. And I do realize that will get some hate, because I know people have issues with spawn trapping in general, because you're really abusing a spawn system, and at least that's the way they look at it. To be perfectly honest, I, under certain circumstances, do not see an issue with spawn trapping. And again, like most points that I make in my videos, I really want you guys to stick around to at least hear what I have to say about it before you form an opinion. But obviously I know some of you may have already clicked away because as soon as I said I don't have an issue with spawn trapping, and you know, it is what it is. But the way that I view spawn trapping is not a way to just rack up kills and go, you know, 501 and 8 in demolition like that one video some guy faked however long ago it was. But I do not see spawn trapping as that issue. My issue with spawn trapping, or not really an issue, but the way that I view it, especially in terms of playing Domination, which is largely what I play, is that in Domination, spawns aren't that hard to break, to be perfectly honest. If one person rushes into the spawn, it'll flip. If one person breaks the spawn, it'll flip. And you saw earlier in this video that, yes, even though we did have them spawn trapped, one of our teammates decided to rush into the spawn, and then the other team triple capped us. So it is not that difficult, at least in Domination, to break a spawn trap if you're able to just have one person either break free or one person go too deep into the spawn. And that's why I don't necessarily see a problem with Domination spawn trapping. Demolition is another story, but as far as Domination, the objective of the game is to hold as many flags for as long as possible so that way your team can win. And again, some of you may view it as abusing the system, but when you're actually playing a game of Domination and your team holds all 3 flags, you are constantly running all around the map and constantly fighting and losing flags just because of the fact that the spawns will be so random and you are always having to run around, and it is extremely difficult. And so the way that I view spawn trapping is just a way to prevent the other team from taking other flags. If you lock them into their flag, if you go a 2-to-1 cap like we're doing right now, then it makes it easier for your team to win, and you know roughly where the other team's gonna spawn, and you're able to pull out a win and get the win much easier. I definitely do not view it as a way to just get kills or a way to just get feeds. Obviously right there I just threw a Sam turd in the middle of their spawn just to, I don't know. I was in a mood this day to try and get some kills, and it probably contradicts what I've been saying, but for the most part, I really do not go into Domination matches or anything like that going for exclusively kills and trying to spawn trap. If I spawn trap a team, it's solely for the reason that I want to win. I want to be able to beat them. And especially if you're playing a good team, the easiest way to win, or at least the most efficient way and probably the highest percentage of wins, come from when you're playing a team and you have them locked in 2-to-1. And when you have 2 flags, they have 1. That is probably the easiest way and the most efficient way to get wins. And you know, this video is coming up to an end pretty soon. I really do hope you guys understand the point I'm trying to make. Obviously, from past videos that I've made fairly controversial statements like this, and you guys have been able to understand it, and I love you guys for that, because a lot of my views, especially around the game, don't really go with most of the community. I like to kind of test the waters, I guess you can say, and I don't know, I think different than a lot of people. So again, guys, I want to thank you all for watching, and if you want me to continue this discussion another day with other game modes, let me know. But thank you guys again. This is Baller24, and I'm out.